Hey, what's going on, fellas? I wanted to shoot a video really quick just to go over some stuff in, in terms of the league and talk about, general where we want to be, where we are, and how things are right now. What I'm going to go over in this video is probably one of the things is I got to apologize to you guys for the guy that sent out all that mass messages. This is slander. So we're going to shut that down really quick, and then we want to talk about what the league is moving to. I mean, what's the goal of the league? I want to talk a little bit about the awards, and then maybe just a little fun chat about the playoffs coming up or the season wrap up coming up. Um, Unfortunately, got to get into that whole little garbage that Chi-Town sent out to the whole league. This is why we created Ballpark Legends. This is why a lot of people got organized, because lobby type stuff happens. I wouldn't say he's a lobby guy. I'm not sure. I haven't known him long enough, but the actions he took were lobby actions. Jumping around, yapping at, oh, I can beat you this. Let's play for $100. He's trying to, not. He's trying to win, take the playoffs. Like all these accusations. Let's bring them to the table. One, the person before the original owners of the Angels were nowhere near gonna be as good as anyone making the playoffs. Two, I subbed that guy. That guy fell out of the season and couldn't continue. And I brought in someone who's a way better player than Chi-Town. That guy was going to probably run over a lot of people in the league, especially having the Angels. It's going to really make it easy for him. And that guy just decided to leave. It wasn't my choice to boot him or anything like that. So that alone deflates any garbage about me worrying about making the playoffs. I've played in solid leagues like this since 2010. Guys know my track record. Guys in this season already have played me and have not really come to meet the guidelines that we have set for the league. Before the league started, I said uploads got to be between 8 and better. Downloads got to be 8 and better megabytes per second. Uploads got to be 2 and better. And I've struggled through some games, and I said, you know what? Hey, I only play you once or twice, or you already did what you needed to do. You followed all the requests that the guys at Ballpark Legends asked of you in terms of putting up the PayPal and replying to texts, getting in there, getting your games on time. We'll let it go throughout the season. And that's the type of person I am. I've already lost, 3, 4, 5 games by playing in situations like that where the connection is off, or maybe I'm too fast and the person's, much slower. But you got a guy coming in the league, just played 3 games, picking up for someone else. He's hungry, wants to make the playoffs. He comes out there, first game he faces me after only playing 3 games in the season in our league, and comes in and faced me with the game was shoddy. You can tell right away when the game's shoddy. You're going in there, you can't control your meter, you're throwing a lot of pitches way high where the guy doesn't even have to swing, or he's backing off. That alone is telling you like something's up. If I'm throwing 90% of my pitches in 2 innings that way, the game's not playing right. I hit the guy up right away, top of the first inning. I say, hey, is this playing right to you? That's the type of person I am. And I'm the commission. I'm asking the other man's opinion. Other commissioners out there, they throw you out. They say, hey, let's get out of this game. I don't care. It's not playing well for me. I'm somebody that's 100% fair. And he can talk garbage and set the situation up to make it look like, oh, I was up 5-2, and he said the game was, bad. Throw me out. No, that's a lie. We were 0-0, top of the first. I said the game looked bad. Do you want to jump out? Oh, up to you. I don't know. Up to you. That right away tells me that's somebody that's skeptical. The game looks bad. It looks bad on both ends. It doesn't look bad on one end, and then it looks good on this end. A lot of guys try to say, oh, it's good for me. If it's good for you, you've just been playing on a crappy connection for such a long time that you don't know when the game is solid or not. Uh, Guy says that in the top of the first. Guy scores a run in the top of the first, bottom of the first. I said, oh crap. Now this guy scored. It's going to be heck. I will feel bad myself to say, let's restart the game. So, you know what? Let me play a bit and see what happens. Bottom of the first, boom. I score right back. 1-1 tie. I hit him with the question again. I said, stop right here. Pause the game. I said, let's restart this game. What do you think? It's crappy. It's 1-1 right now. You know, I think we should get out of this game. What do you think? How is it looking to you? Guy just replies, all good here. Up to you. What does that mean? I mean, I ask everyone's opinion. I like everyone to share who they are. This league is not just for me. It's not just something that I jump around and say, well, I said the game doesn't look good, so we're up. No, it's a two-way street. Although I know if one person is seeing a bad game, both persons are seeing a bad game. And sometimes you get in a game, it's a little crappy, an inning or two, and it straightens itself out. So with that being said, we're like one inning in, and this guy felt like he didn't want. It seemed like he didn't want to get out the game because he just kept saying it was up to me. So I said, you know what? Maybe it's a 1-2 inning type of thing. We play the game. It's bull crap after bull crap. I'm throwing the ball. I'm throwing automatic outs to the first baseman into the stands. He's getting runs off of that. He's getting runs off of tap outs to the pitcher. But what did it for me in the game was we're playing in the top of the fifth, I believe, and he's already got 2 outs. There's a man on third, and he smashes a ball right back to my pitcher. The ball drops to the left of my pitcher. Now I'm looking at it like, okay, the screen is going to change, and I'm just going to throw this guy out. Boom, the inning's over, 4-2, 3-2, whatever the score would have been. I was like, oh, that's nothing. Let's go, because I'm a battler. I'm always ready to come back. But the ball hits my pitcher, it drops about 1 foot away from my pitcher to the left, and I did nothing. My pitcher when the screen changed, my pitcher darted right over the third baseline on his own. No movement by my part. I just sat there and looked at the control like, what the hell was that? That automatically tells you there's some sort of issue going on where the moves that I'm sending over my controller are getting there late, or they're not getting there in time to be responding as it should in a normal game. That alone tells me get out of this game. My pitcher runs all the way to the right over third base, and the ball is rolling to first base. That looks like a crappy game to me. That looks like a little league game. If guys want to sit in here and play around and win games like that, this ain't the league for you. We want the game to be 100% clean, and that leads me into what I want to talk about next. We're gonna drive this league in a direction to where if everyone's following those 2 things in terms of having their download meet the league requirement and their upload meet the league requirement of 2 megabits and up, the show they're gonna catch up by next year. They're gonna make the game better and better and better, and every game's gonna be solid. I mean, there's no reason why anyone should be playing games in here and it's choppy. Just a little secret to everybody. There's a guy in this league that's playing from another country. This guy's not even in the U.S., and I've played him 3 times. I've played him 6 times. Other guys have played him 6 times or less, and no one's ever complained about him. No one's ever had a shoddy game with him. So if that can be done and that can be solid, someone that's playing overseas, everybody should be able to play a clean game. This league is irrelevant. All the work on the website, all the extra time I put in, buying a forum, buying a website, putting up pages, after work hours, building up stats and personal player cards is useless if I get a cheese ball in here, a lobby guy coming in here and wants to use an upload blocker. No one wants to talk about it. Everyone's trying to turn the blind eye like no one would cheat. But in life, that's what it is. There are cheaters in life, and there are people looking to get the advantage. There are people that are looking to take something just a little easy. They don't care if they didn't work for it or not. Baseball made that mistake with the whole steroid era. They didn't look to see if anyone, maybe juicing or something like that. You wait till years after and then you try to lock down on it. We will lock down on anything that looks shitty in this league. We want the league to play smooth. Every game can play smooth. If you have a bunch of persons in here or everyone in here that meet the upload and download requirements, that's already a step in the right direction. You may have an off night, a bad night with the servers, but 9 out of 10 games should be going well, not the opposite way around. Anyone that's having a lot of games that's going off, you may not be somebody that's cheating, but you're still somebody that's putting another man at a disadvantage. It doesn't matter if, oh well, I jumped on here and I know my wife's on YouTube and my two kids are on their game console, so what can I do? No, man, you gotta push the effort forward to make sure the league games go smooth and 100% well. It's only 1 hour when you jump on and play, and I don't see that as a big deal for anyone to be able to do that. That's the direction the league is moving to. Every game's got to be solid. We're gonna set up rules to where we cut out all the crappy bullshit. You get a blue screen, you send a text of a blue screen. We don't know if somebody's pulling. We don't know if and that's no offense to anyone in the league, because it could happen to me. I could be the one that maybe I'm down 7-2, and you don't know if I'm pulling. So no one take offense. Just everyone would agree if I say this. If I said, would you want to play in a league where all the games are solid and you don't have to deal with blue screens, choppy connection, a smooth game where you put your best foot forward, you lost, you won. I'm pretty sure everyone would say that. So, everyone wants a little bypass when, the game's choppy. They want to blame the server or they want to blame this. Stop blaming shit. Get your connection together. Put yourself in the best situation to play. I got a guy, Militia Man, that did over the bar on that. The guy changed his connection twice. I'm not asking people to do that, but I'm just saying that's the type of thing that would show that, hey, I'm interested in playing in a solid league. We go the extra mile for everyone in the league. We're putting up the website, it costs money. We're putting up the forum, it costs money. To build the extra pages, it costs my time, and that's money, basically. We're paying for trophies, and we're paying for all these other things. It's time and money, and people are serious. They're not just coming in here, shot on a game, let it be choppy. They don't care. Take an extra base, throw a guy out at first from the outfield. What's the sense? Then why not let's just call this a lobby league, take away everything else, and then when people are ready to quit, you quit, and then when you're ready to come back, you come back. No, that's not what we're doing here. Everyone here said they want to be down for something that's serious like this. They like it, that it's legit. But everybody's got to do a little something. You just don't come into a legit league and it's legit just because you're here. You got to be, there's a reason why it's legit, because the people in here care enough to do something extra. Now, a guy comes in here, plays 3 games, has got his eyes shining on the playoffs. If he wins, if he sweeps me, he only ties his record with me. I've played all season and I've not been swept but probably about once. I'm down 5 runs, or I'm down 3 runs in 5 innings, and that means I'm afraid that I'll be swept. How stupid is that? You know what it takes to do all the stuff that's being done to put this league together. Do I look like a stupid person? That's how childish I am? That's, of course, that's something that's in somebody else. It looks like and it sounds good that, that's possible. He probably doesn't want no one else to make the playoffs. But that's the man that makes those accusations. That's his type of move. Play me for $100. That's the type of person that's saying things like that. That's their mentality. That's how they work. I don't work like that. I do things for the league. I gave this guy a shot. I sat for 2 nights after that. If he felt he was going to sweep me, I called him up. I texted him 2 nights after that. I'm on all night. Everyone sees me. I'm in the lobby every night. No show. Guy's giving me the runaround. The 3rd night, I decide to make a move. I got to do what's best for the league. No one's going to wait here as the games keep tumbling by, and everyone's delayed. So enough of that crap. That was garbage. That was retarded. Apologies for the person sending you stupid messages. It was so high school. Play you for $100. I want to kick you out for 3 games when there's 10 more games left in the season, and you're behind me. You're not at my record. You didn't even play from the beginning of the season. You just jumped in. You're not as good as anybody I've seen by far. I've brought in 2 and 3 guys better than you with the Angels. None of these accusations make sense. It's like it's so stupid and a waste of time. But what did come good out of this is that I'm letting everyone know that we're locking it down. And this is gonna go from the end of this season and into next season. Next season we're gonna make sure that everybody's airtight when it comes to those requirements. And no knock on anyone that's here that's not that way. I got love for everybody's here. They showed me a lot of love by doing what we asked. And I respect that. You show me that respect, I show you that respect back. The league is going to get airtight in terms of games being played, and it's got to be solid. We don't want to waste any time on replays, booted games. Oh, my connection this, oh, my connection that. It's not solid, it's choppy. Once we airtight that, we can get to do things like, do a Tonight Show, record videos where it's fun. We're wasting time on garbage situations, and that's the sum of 2 things I wanted to tell everyone. And then going forward, the awards is here. Good news. I think maybe I need 1 or 2 more persons to go in there and put in your vote, because it's not really decided, and that's a good thing. It means that all the choices that we've come up with, everyone likes, or there's at least a split of the league in terms of what we put as possible awards. And you're gonna like this. You're pretty much looking at being in 10 different fantasy baseball leagues with these awards. You're tracking 5 to 6 categories for every award. And depending on how well you play in your game, how you balance your team out. It's not only team. Some of the awards are overall team stuff. So, like the